All right. A few technical difficulties here, but I think we're back now. All right. So again, sorry. Here we go. Now for question number 1, a times the quantity 4a plus 3 is equal to 4a squared plus 3a. Now, Miss Pliego's class, you guys are trying to tell me, does that make sense or not make sense? Yeah, we're distributing. When you multiply variables, you add exponents. Jack, come on. You with me or not? Go down. Hey, listen. I am able to correct. I told you. All right, just let me take care of it. All right, number 3. Now, when you distribute an x, everybody should be able to tell me that's 2x squared minus 5x. Any issues? Demo, you good? Jack? Girls, where are you at? Miss Pliego's class, you good? All right. Now, number 5, we should have negative 3n cubed minus 6n squared. Double check yourself, guys. Number 7, we should have 15x cubed minus 3x squared plus 12x. Multiply numbers, add exponents. Multiply numbers, add exponents. All right? Number 9, negative 4b plus 36b squared plus 8b cubed. Anybody have any issues? Connor, how you doing? Connor? All right, here we go. Number 11, 4m to the 4th plus 6m cubed minus 10m squared. Anybody have any issues? Everybody agree? Simple, simple. Multiply numbers, add exponents. All right, does anybody have any questions with 2 through 12? All right, beautiful. Simplifying the expression. All right, now you have to distribute and combine terms. Now you have to distribute and combine terms. So we have 3w squared plus 2w plus 5w. Now notice there is no equals here for a reason. You're not solving. You're just combining. You're simplifying. All right? So your answer is 3w squared plus 7w. All right? So in this step down here, you distribute and then you combine terms. Distribute and combine terms. Everybody happy with that? All right, so let's take a look at 15. I have negative 2p squared plus 8p minus 5p. Then I have negative 2p squared plus 3p. Any issues? Everybody's good? Double checking your work, making sure you're right. If you got the odds, you probably get evens. Good for you.
No, that's because I did the wrong. I put a minus 8.
Okay, now that's it. Most important thing we're working on in my class is trying to correct your own mistakes. That's super important. If you can figure out where you're making your mistakes, you can make yourself mental notes. All right? So follow and then correct. All right? So number 17, we have 6x cubed plus 8x minus 3x cubed. My answer is 3x cubed plus 8x. Notice again, we're only combining variables that are exactly the same. All right? Now, number 19, the hardest one. All right? We're just distributing. You want to give me the answer? Go for it. Read out the first line. Go. Good. To be what? Squared. Good job so far. Now take a look at that. Everybody see that? All right, again, that's really honestly is about as hard as it's going to be. All right? Distribute a couple times. Now you have to go through and you have to combine terms. Now, Allie, one little thing you said was, I think you said 20b squared, but I think you meant negative 20b squared, so take a look at that. All right? So make sure you see that, negative 20b squared. All right? Now, what I like to do when you're first starting out, guys, is highlight the b squareds. All right? Highlight the b squareds. Now, I know some of you are good at it. You don't need to do that. I understand that. I'm talking about the people that are making positives and negative error mistakes. That's how you clean it up. So I end up with what? Allie. Good job, girl. And then? Good job. Look, that's good. That's easy. All right, very nice. Easy as that. All right, so I feel like if you understand 19, everything is good. All right, if you understand 19, you're in good shape. All right, now, what I want to do is I want to do 21, 23, 25, practicing solving equations. You got a question? All right, you want to distribute. Go.
3a plus 6 plus 5 equals 2a plus 4.
All right.
Then you add 6 plus 5.
Right.
That's 11. And so you move the 4
Good.
to the left side.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's 7. And then you move the 2 to the left side, so it's 1a plus 7.
Now listen to me. Good for you. Listen to me now carefully. Remember, you want your variable equals your number, true? So instead of moving the 4 over here, wouldn't it be better to move the 11 over here? Because you're separating. Yes, but sometimes you can't avoid it. You with me? They have to be on opposite sides. I said keep the variable positive. So I want to throw the 2a to the left, and that makes what? 1a. Everybody listen. And then move the 11 over, and it becomes negative 7. You understand me? Right? You want the variable and the numbers on opposite sides. All right? The variables and the numbers on the opposite sides. Now, I'm not really dealing with any squares there, so I want to get to one that has, wow, none of those have squares. Do you agree?
Yeah.
All right, so that was kind of silly. What I want to do is I want to go back one. I want to go back and do 14. Everybody jump down to number 14. Or go up, I'm sorry. And I'm going to do one of the hard ones. Yes, sir. You have a question, Jack? Come on. Okay, thank you, Jack. All right. But I want you to ask if you got something, but if you figured it out, that's good. You have a question or not?
I was just going to see if you can do that.
Okay, so let me go to number 8 for, you mean you want me to, like this right here? You want to tell me the answer? Go ahead. No, I want you to tell.
25c.
Okay, now first of all, 7 times 5 is what?
Oh, 35c.
Don't worry. Come on, guys. Look, it doesn't matter. 7 times 5, 25, 35. Come on. It's not really that big a deal. Everybody makes a mistake. All right, just get past it. Go.
35c minus 14c cubed. Plus 7c.
You're awesome. That's correct. Right? Because why? The 3 plus the 1 makes 4. You hear me now? All right, very important. All right, now everybody do me a favor and come up here and let's do 14 together, please. Now, I remember I told you after Christmas you'll be able to solve a quadratic, but right now you don't, so that means all the square terms are going to have to do what? They're going to have to cancel. All right, they're going to have to cancel. All right, so it's not a big deal at all. This becomes 10x squared minus 5 minus 10x squared plus 6 equals negative x minus 2. What?
Why isn't it 10 plus 6? Because you put a negative in front of the 10x.
Negative 1 times positive 10. That 10 right there is positive right now. And that may make me wrong, right? And you know I'm not going to be wrong. All right, so listen to what I'm telling you. I'm trying to get you to realize what I'm saying here by saying, I just told you that 10 is positive. So if you thought it was negative, that means you were wrong, right? Listen, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to be honest with you. The reason you're having trouble is because think of it just as the parentheses. What number's inside the parentheses? Not negative 10. It's just 10. So kids make a mistake because they look at that and they say negative 10. That's not what it's saying. It's saying you're subtracting that quantity.
When do you put a negative?
I did right now when I distributed.
I mean, like.
So if it was like this, here's the only way it would be considered negative 10. If there was a negative there starting out. You with me on that, right? All right. So now that we understand that, what can I do to the 10x squareds, guys?
Cancel.
They cancel out, right? So highlight that, which is what I told you would happen. The square terms have to cancel. This Plegos, guys, you guys all right with this? All right. So now we have 1 equals negative x minus 2. Does everybody agree with that? And so now I'm going to move this because I want it positive. So x equals what? X equals negative 3. All right. Now, again, what I'm trying to tell you guys is you have to kind of be the judge now. And this goes for next year and the year after that and the year after that. You're evaluating whether or not you're understanding what I'm saying. Or that's the most important thing. If you don't, it's not getting easier. Right? So if you can't do this, then the next worksheet's impossible. All right, so we got to fix what's right now in front of you. What?
Well, I just have a question on how on this one.
Good for you.
Why we cancel out like the exponents, like the 10
Um,
squared, and like
so-
all the other ones.
Well, because there was no x squared on the other ones, right? It wasn't an equation. Are you talking about the one Jack just did, like number 16 or 14?
Oh, like on like the one that says simplify each.
Yes, listen, now you're understanding directions. I tried to tell you earlier, simplifying is not solving because there's no equal sign. You hear me?
Okay, yeah.
You're just combining terms. When you see an equal sign, that means you're trying to figure out what number goes in to make it a true statement.
Alright, so
Good. Drew, what?
So the one we just did, I don't understand how you got like negative 3. I think it's like.
Okay, so now mentally, now listen to me. Here's super important now. Listen, this is to help you with your mental math. So whenever you see a variable, you want it to be positive, right?
Yeah.
So now watch what I'm showing you. That's why I like this. This negative x has to move to this side. And when I move it, it becomes what?
Positive.
There you go. That's the answer. That's positive x. Now I'm going to take this 1 and throw it over here.
Oh, so it's negative.
There, that's simple, simple, simple. All right, when you move things through the equal sign, you change the signs. Everybody good? All right, now, again, I feel good about that. All right, hopefully you feel good about that. Hopefully you feel this is easy. It's easy if you know the rules. It's impossible if you don't know the rules. All right, quick.
You know 15 next to it.
Right here.
How do you get 10?
10x was 3x plus 2x, right? So that's 5x plus 8 equals negative 5x plus 15. Do you agree with that? So move this over here. So that becomes a,
Oh. I don't know why I put 15.
you with me or not? You good? All right, please now, I need everybody to open up 8.3. All right, lots of practice here. All right, now what I'm going to do is briefly show you how I think you should do it. And then after Christmas, you're going to be able to look at, for example, number 1 and just say, that's obviously m squared plus 5m plus 1. All right, you're supposed to be able to look at like number 7 and say, that's 3c squared plus c minus 6. All right, you're supposed to just be able to see that. All right, now nobody can really, all right, because they don't understand the pattern yet. But I'm going to show you today the what? The pattern, and then it'll be simple for you. All right, so please pay attention now. Day 1 for me is always old school. And what I mean by that is, please pay attention, look up here on the board. I show kids 13 times 20 times 21, just to make it easy. Look up, look up, look up. It's important. I'm not doing this because I think you need to practice. Look at what I'm saying up here. All right. So 1 times 3, is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. Then 3, 7, 2. Everybody see that? All right, I'm not teaching you anything. All right, so now, watch this. All right, now we're going to do that for question number 1. Question number 1 is the same as 13 times 21. Doesn't look like it, but it is. So please watch. M plus 4, you don't have to write anything down yet, just pay attention. M plus 4 times M plus 1. Now look up, please. I said I don't want you writing it down yet. Just want you to look. There's lots of problems. All right? To do this, what is a positive 1 times a positive 4? A positive 4. What's a positive 1 times M? Positive 1M. Now I'd go M times 4, which is a positive 4M. And what's M times M? M squared. Now, after you multiply, you did what? You added them. So when you add them, it becomes M squared plus 5M plus 4. All right? That's what you're doing. All right? Now, I know you guys did the distributive property twice, but again, I think right now you should understand that method. All right? That's very helpful when you're starting out because it's like what you're used to do. All right? So now what I want to do is I'm going to jump back over here. We're going to do number 3. Now's your time to do it together. All right? So we're going to do B plus 3 times B plus 4. Just like the good old days. Now, notice I'm saying positive 4 times positive 3. What's that? Positive 12. 4 times B is what? Positive 4B. What's B times 3? Positive 3B. And then what's B times B? B squared. So now that answer is B squared plus 7B plus 12. All right? Hold on a second. Let me slide it over just a little bit so it makes better sense. All right, now notice I lined everything up. Yes.
So can you just like tell that it's going to be B squared because there's 2 B's?
Wow, brilliant.
4 plus 3 is 7. And then what, 3 times 4 is
You're getting there. You're getting there.
So like,
Eventually, but no. I promise you, listen to me. If it was that easy, I would tell you. All right? Eventually, you're going to get to a spot where I can show you, and I'll explain smiley faces to you, and you'll be able to look at this and go, that's the answer. But right now, I don't want to try to make a generalization, because guess what? When we get down to this down here, there's no real generalization for number 19. It's very few people can look at that and tell you what the answer is. All right? So there is an organization to this. There's a system. There's an algorithm involved to solving these problems. All right? Now, I'm telling you, you're making a mistake if you're not doing this with me. All right? So number 5, I have R plus 1 times R minus 2. All right? So what's R times R? Or I'm sorry. Hold up. I wrote it wrong. I'm breaking my own rule here. R plus 1 times R minus 2. All right? So now, negative 2 times 1. Negative 2. Negative 2 times R. Negative 2R. R times 1. Now notice I'm putting a positive 1R, right? And then R times R. R squared. Does everybody see that? Come on now, Connor, now you're doing it. So my answer here is R squared minus R minus 2. Shh. Leave him alone, Connor. All right. Now, Connor Drinker, now you're working. You're doing the next problem. All right? Yes. -2, watch. In your multiplication, remember you always do this times this, and then you do the -2 times positive r. All right? So now everybody's going to try try 7, please. Everybody try 7. All right? I'm going to move it over to the side, give you 30 seconds to do it. That's all it should take, 30 seconds. -2 times 1. -2. -2 times 3c. -6c. c times 1. Positive c. c times 3c. 3c squared. Okay? All right. Now, once again, here, hopefully you see it doesn't fit the pattern. So most of you guys who think you can do it in your head, you made a mistake on this one. I guarantee it. All right? Your answer is 3c squared minus 5c minus 2. That is the correct answer. All right? If you follow my pattern, I promise you'll get every single one correct. It's very simple. Don't be stubborn. All right? I promise you I'm going to show you how you can look at that and tell me the answer. But right now we're not doing that. All right? Monday, Tuesday, next week, I'm going to show you how you're going to dazzle people next year when you can tell them what the answer is. All right? But right now you have to learn the process. What?
So you multiply down and then down.
You multiply, listen to me, and again, that's why I said pay attention. You multiply just like you multiply 13 times 21. It's the same algorithm. Same exact. Nothing is different. That's what I tried to show kids. You know how to do it because you know how to multiply 13 times 21. You just have to apply it to algebra now. That's what you have to do. And some people are stubborn. All right? So you're going to learn the hard way. All right? Now, I'm on number 9. Everybody should be able to write. Now, does it matter if I do d minus 1 times 5d minus 4 or 5d minus 4 times d minus 1? Obviously, no. 3 times 2 is the same as 2 times 3. So it doesn't matter. All right? So d minus 1 times 5d minus 4. Now you got to be careful. -4 times -1 is 4. But again, we want to say positive 4. And then -4 times d is. And then now I need you to move, or I'm sorry, tell me 5d times -1. And then a positive 5d squared. All right? Now, again, draw your line underneath it just like you used to in the good old days. 5d squared minus 9d plus 4. Simple, simple, simple. All right? Follow that pattern. 100% of the time you'll be right. 100%. All right? Now what we want to do is we will go to number 11. So now please take 30 seconds to do number 11. If you get number 11 right, you're in pretty good shape. All right? So for number 11, 3n minus 7, n plus 3. 3 times -7, -21. 3 times 3n, positive 9n. You're okay, I know what you meant. N times -7, -7n, thank you. And n times 3n, 3n squared. Beautiful. You with me on this, guys? 3, you with me now? Now remember, again, I was fussing at Connor a little bit because I want you to understand it's just like you did in 2nd and 3rd grade when you first learned to do multiplication. That's why it should be simple if you do it this way. All right? It's the same. All right? So now I end up with 3n squared plus 2n minus 21. Is everybody feeling pretty good about that? Right? It's not difficult. All right, not difficult. Now, just to see who's paying attention, I want to see who can get 19. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. I want everybody to try 19. 19 is like multiplying 125 times 32. Same process. Everybody now try 19. You already got it. Okay, I'll let you tell me the answer in 30 seconds. Good. Again, I promise you, it's very simple if you learned that algorithm. All right, everybody's trying 19. 30 more seconds. Shh. 19. We're on 19. Did you get 19? Okay. Shh. Connor, are you working it? Bless you. All right. Do you have the right? Go ahead. I want you to tell me what you got. Shh. The whole thing. Just read the answer. I just want the answer. What did you get? Yeah.
W cubed plus 4w squared plus 1w.
No, it's equal. There's no equal.
I didn't.
Minus 24. Good.
W squared plus 6w minus 24.
Did you get something? What? Good. Very good. Listen, please.
I got w squared plus w minus 24.
You guys, there's got to be a W cubed.
W cubed. Sorry, I'm
Okay, Connor, what'd you
Oh,
get?
wait, I did it.
Quiet.
Is it w
Hey.
cubed plus 3w squared plus 6w minus 24?
What did you get?
I got w cubed plus 12w squared plus 6w.
What did you get?
I got w cubed plus 7w squared plus 6w minus 24.
Okay, now what I want to do is this. Listen to me, please. Listen. Those are all good answers. Those are all good answers. So listen to what I'm trying to tell you now. Follow me. Watch what I'm doing. And now, there's got to be a mistake. All right, now watch what I'm telling you. I promise you it's super simple. All right? So here we go. I've got w squared plus 3w minus 6 times w plus 4. All right? 4 times negative 6 is negative 24. 4 times 3w is a positive 12w. 4 times w squared is 4w squared. Right? Now I'm multiplying by w. That becomes a negative 6w. A positive 3w squared and a positive w cubed. All right? So here we go. When you're adding, now remember, it all lines up. That's why you do it this way. So you end up with w cubed plus 7w squared plus 6w minus 24. Please look. Good. Again, I'm telling you, it's a pattern. You know the pattern. You just have to apply the algebra rules. All right? You just have to apply the algebra rules. So now, listen to me one last time, because we're running out of time. All right, is this. All right, everybody now, please try question number 21. I'll give you another 30 seconds, another minute. Listen, and then if you get it right, then you're totally good for today. You're totally good. If you make a mistake, it's because you're not being accurate with your positives and your negatives. All right? Be careful, please, with your positives and your negatives. Drew, did you get it? Demo? Tommy? 21. Tell me what you got, Demo. I want to hear. Final answer. I don't care how you did it. I want the answer. Okay, but you have to combine all the terms. You have to combine the terms. Okay, Connor, what?
Wait, I got k cubed plus 9k to the fourth power minus 22k minus 8.
Okay, so your mistake is when you added, you don't add exponents.
Oh.
Sandra, what?
Okay, I got k to the third plus k to the second minus 22k to the second minus 8.
Connor.
I didn't see the minus 8. Oh, wait, no, minus 8.
Minus 8.
No, plus 8. Oh, Marcus.
Marcus, what?
I got k cubed plus 9k squared minus 18k minus 8.
I got plus 8. Yeah. I got exactly the same, but plus 8.
Okay, so now again,
Positive
the
plus 8.
only mistake possible is generally with the positives and negatives. All right, and then some of you make mistakes because you accidentally add exponents when you're adding, which is not the case. All right, so please just look. -4 times -2, you put a +8. -4 times 5 is -20k. -4 times k squared, -4k squared. Now, k times -2, -2k. K times 5k is +5k squared. And k times k squared is k cubed. All right? Now it's a matter of, did you line things up properly? Here we go. K cubed. Hold up. Same rules. Let me finish. K cubed plus k squared minus 22k plus 8. Simple. Simple, simple. All right? Your mistake is with your positives and negatives generally. All right? Generally, that's the case. All right? So hopefully feel good. Miss Pliego's class, you guys feeling good about what I'm showing you? I know it's a little bit different, you guys, right? But in my opinion, that's the easiest way. By far the easiest way. All right? So now, last one for today, please. Number 22, and then we'll call it a day. All right, number 22, please. Shh. Pickens, I don't know what you're doing, man. All right, listen to Ryan, see if you're good. Go.
M cubed plus 6m squared plus 4.
Anybody else? Go.
M cubed plus 6m squared plus 9m plus 6.
Anybody else? What?
I got m cubed plus 6m squared plus 24m plus 6.
All right, let's see. All right, here we go, guys. Again, +15, +9m, 3m squared, +5m, +3m squared, m cubed. All right, m cubed plus 6m squared plus 14m plus 15. Everybody agree? Simple. That's a very easy day. You agree? Because remember, when you add, you don't add exponents. Do you remember that now, right? All right, you don't add. Okay, now listen. Last thing. Last thing. Hey, listen, please, guys. Drew, I mean it. Listen now. All right. So again, those of you guys, I've been telling some of the kids in my class, you made great strides. All right. Now, I just feel like the weekend is time to take a break. I don't mind. Now, those of you guys with A's, you don't have much to worry about. Those of you guys who are at B's and trying to make A's, in my personal opinion, you should look over the work for this week. Is everybody hearing what I'm saying? That's probably the hardest thing to do if you want to be really smart. All right? Not take a break all week long when someone says take a break. I want you to go back, for those of you guys who care, and highlight 7-1, 7-2, 8-1, 8-2, 8-3. That's what we did this week. Jack, are you hearing me? All right? Some of you guys are trying to do better. Look over your notes. Look at the problems. I gave way too many problems this week because you just need the repetition. That's all. You need the repetition. All right? So those of you guys who are A+ people, you know, probably the people who make A+ are looking over their work. All right? We're going to have our last quiz next Thursday. All right, next Thursday. And it'll be over these sections. All right, now Monday and Tuesday we'll do a little bit of multiplying. And then Tuesday and Wednesday I'll make a nice little review for you. And you should be very successful on Thursday again. But don't try to come back on Monday and refresh everything. All right, does everybody understand what I'm saying? All right, some of you are not happy with your grade. You could fix it over the weekend by doing and making sure you understand 7-1, 7-2, 8-1, 8-2, and 8-3. All right, have a great day. That was a good job today.